So I came as a Spanish speaker at a time, and entered school at a time when it was all about full immersion. So they just simply put you in a classroom of English speakers and sink or swim, that kind of thing. So the first several years were a little stressful, just trying to get a sense of, what's going on. I don't understand what people are saying. So I think there was quite a bit of stress there in those early years. And then after that, it was great. I loved school. It was fantastic. But then I hit high school. And that's when I realized that kids weren't all necessarily treated exactly the same, right? Different people had different privileges, those types of things. And I, as most adolescents, had a kind of very high sense of justice. And so I ended up dropping out of school, actually, when I was in 11th grade, thinking that things were different in the real world. And lo and behold, they aren't necessarily different in the real world. So a provost is in charge of academic affairs, and so a lot of the work that the provost does pertains to faculty, supporting faculty, making sure that our academic programs are rigorous, of the quality that they need to be, that we're offering the programs that are necessary and important for the area and for the region. And really, the way I see it is really supporting our faculty, our staff, and our students to make sure that they're successful and they're achieving what they want to achieve. So several goals. I think, when we became UTRGV, it was a process. It really was. It's how do you get, institutions, how do we come together, and how do we, identify processes, those types of things. And so there's a lot of things that we needed to do, and the transition was quick. So we put procedures and processes in place, and now that we're entering year 3, and we're kind of getting our sea legs, now is the time for us to kind of, stop and take a look and say, okay, so, what are we doing really well? What are some things that maybe we need to adjust or revise? What are some things that we wish we were doing? So one goal is to really take a look at that, our processes and procedures, and determine, how can we improve? So before I went into education, I actually was in electrical contracting, and I was the branch manager of a construction electrical contracting firm, and my office handled interior build-outs. So that's what I was doing. But I've had multiple careers throughout my life, and sometimes it takes us a while to figure out what it is that you really are meant to do.
Yes.
And that's kind of how it was with education.
Thank you so much. That's all the questions we have for today.
Oh, you're welcome.